Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Christian Wood has tools to fix the flaw that derailed Lakers season in 2023-24. Rewind the clocks to 2023 and the Los Angeles Lakers have just made one of the best bargain signings of the summer. Fresh off of finishing in the top 10 in 6th Man of the Year voting in 2022-23, Wood signed a minimum contract to join the Lakers, with a player option for the 2024-25 campaign. On paper, it was a decision that should have helped Los Angeles take another step toward contending. Unfortunately, on-paper expectations rarely reflect the events that transpire on the hardwood. Wood appeared in just 50 games with the Lakers during his first season with the team. He missed every game after the All-Star break and struggled to find his footing before then en route to what ultimately amounted to a disappointing introduction to Los Angeles. In a recent story posted to Instagram, Wood made it clear that he's back at 100% and ready to show Lakers fans what he's always been capable of producing when healthy. The Lakers will rely on their starters to provide the most consistent impact, but Wood is a former 6th Man of the Year candidate who should return to that status in 2024-25. Wood, 28, boasts career averages of 13.6 points, 7.0 rebounds, 1.4 offensive boards, 1.4 assists, and 0.9 blocks in 23.2 minutes per game. Those figures translate to 21.2 points, 10.8 rebounds, 2.1 offensive boards, 2.1 assists, and 1.4 blocks per 36 minutes. Wood produced in a similar manner in most areas in 2023-24, but his scoring dipped from 23.1 points per 36 minutes in 2022-23 to 14.3 this past season. It was an uncharacteristic decline by a measure of 8.8 points per 36 minutes, something that's at least somewhat rational to write off as an outlier season. What might life after LeBron James look like for the Lakers financially? The Lakers are nudged right up against the NBA's second apron after re-signing LeBron James to a 2-year deal this offseason. That means they'll be able to aggregate contracts in any mid-season trades they pursue, but they can't take back more salary in a trade than they send out. The Lakers' financial outlook isn't much better in 2025-26. If they don't re-sign D'Angelo Russell, they should have access to the $5.7 million taxpayer mid-level exception, but they'll be well over the $154.7 million salary cap if James picks up his $52.6 million player option. If James decides to retire after the 2025-26 season, though, the Lakers could be in position to make a major free agent splash that summer. As of now, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt and Max Christie are the only 3 Lakers players who are under guaranteed contract beyond 2025-26. Austin Reeves has a $14.9 million player option that he figures to decline, while the Lakers will have team options on Jalen Hood-Schifino, $6.2 million, Dalton Knecht, $4.2 million, and Maxwell Lewis, $2.4 million. Less than $1.3 million of Bronny James' $2.3 million salary for the 2026-27 season is fully guaranteed, too. If the salary cap increases by the full 10% that it's allowed to jump over each of the next 2 seasons, it would be roughly $170.1 million in 2026-27. Davis, $58.5 million, Vanderbilt, $12.4 million, and Christie, $8.3 million, will combine to earn around $79.2 million that season. Remove everyone else from their books and add in 9 incomplete roster charges, $1.4 million each, and the Lakers could have more than $77 million in cap space during the 2026 offseason. That's the absolute best-case scenario in terms of cap space, but it's highly unlikely. To reach that figure, the Lakers would have to turn down the team options on Hood-Schifino, Knecht and Lewis, waive Bronny, and allow Reeves to walk as a free agent. But if they do go that route, they could sign someone to a full 35% max contract starting at $59.5 million and still have nearly $19 million in cap space left over. Here's the exciting part, they don't have to go full scorched earth to still have access to max or near max money. Much like the Philadelphia 76ers did with Tyrese Maxey this offseason, the Lakers could use Austin Reeves' below-market cap hold to their advantage. Lakers trade proposal brings back Kyle Kuzma and dynamic shooter. After LeBron James and Anthony Davis's encouraging play in Team USA's gold medal run in the 2024 Paris Olympics, the Los Angeles Lakers should go all in to improve their supporting cast after they fell short to the Denver Nuggets over the last two NBA playoffs. Here is a trade proposal that works under the new NBA collective bargaining agreement, which could give the Lakers more size and more shooting to surround James and Davis. Lakers receive Kyle Kuzma and Corey Kispert. Wizards receive D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and top 5 2031 first-round pick in July. Lakers Daily's Anthony Irwin reported that the team's most substantive trade talk is with the rebuilding Washington Wizards, which would bring back Kyle Kuzma. Washington just last season came very close to trading Kuzma to the Dallas Mavericks, but wound up keeping him once Kuzma let it be known he didn't want to be in Dallas over concerns they weren't close enough to winning a championship. Unfortunately for him, Dallas played in this year's championship series. League and team sources have maintained over the last year or so that Kuzma would welcome a return to Los Angeles, just as the Lakers would love to have him back, Irwin wrote. The Lakers have been shopping D'Angelo Russell since he decided to pick up his player option, per The Athletic's Jovan Buha. Jared Vanderbilt becomes the collateral damage in this trade proposal. But his limited offense and injuries have hampered the team in the past. The Lakers could also open up a roster spot for a veteran free agent signing in this 3-4-2 trade proposal. Kuzma is coming off his most productive season as the main star of a lottery team, averaging career highs of 22.2 points on 46.3% shooting and 4.2 assists, while tallying 6.6 rebounds per game. He was a consistent 20-point scorer over the last two seasons. He won a championship with the Lakers in the Orlando bubble in 2020. A season later, he was traded to the Wizards. Kuzma was the 27th overall pick in 2017 and was dealt to the Lakers along with Brook Lopez in a draft day trade with the Brooklyn Nets for D'Angelo Russell and Timofey Mozgov. Kuzma and Russell might get traded for each other for the second time. Rob Pelinka understood heading in they would be extremely limited in free agency, and after striking out with Klay Thompson and others, is now focused on upgrades using D'Angelo Russell's expiring contract and the draft capital at his disposal, according to sources close to the situation speaking on the condition of anonymity, Irwin wrote. The 6'9" Kuzma has on one of the best value deals in the league today, a declining 4-year, $90 million with 3 years left. The Wizards sought multiple first-round picks for Kuzma during last season's trade deadline, per Yahoo Sports' Jake Fisher. It is not clear if the Wizards' asking price has dropped. Jalen Hood-Schifino, their first-round pick last year, should count as one and a top 6 protected pick in 2031, a selection that could be of value to the Wizards with James presumably retired by then and Davis already past his prime or could be playing elsewhere. If this is the price for getting Kuzma back, which is a bad optic for the Lakers given they traded him in the Russell Westbrook deal that did not pan out, then they should try to extract more value. Enter Corey Kispert, who is in the final year of his rookie deal. Kispert could hold the fort while the Lakers are developing this year's 17th overall pick Dalton Knecht. Boxed as only a 3-point specialist entering the NBA, Kispert has made great strides in his all-around game last season by adding more to his bag. He made 78% of his shots around the rim and hit 52.5% of his field goal attempts in the 3 to 10-foot range, per Basketball Reference. Kispert put up a career-high 13.2 points last season, hiking his scoring by his constant movement. He made himself a deadlier perimeter threat by constantly cutting via the backdoor from the corner and from the elbow and wing to reposition himself on the floor. After the Lakers missed out on Klay Thompson in free agency, Kispert could be a good consolation price if they can add him in a potential Kuzma trade. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Kyle Kuzma? Leave your opinion in the comments.